I know that many of you want to speak on a deeply emotional issue, which is No Place for Hate's continued relationship with the ADL and the ADL's response to the Armenian genocide. This evening is an opportunity for us, the Board of Selectmen, to listen to your comments.
My name is Michael Kushakjan, and I've lived in Lexington, in this wonderful town, for 7 years. I'm here to ask that the town immediately sever its ties with the No Place for Hate program, the ties with the Anti-Defamation League. The ADL has failed to unequivocally acknowledge the Armenian genocide and continues to abet Turkey's genocide denial campaign. And these actions place the ADL leadership in direct conflict with the very ideals that the No Place for Hate program aims to foster in our community. Indeed, No Place for Hate is a positive program with a commendable mission and tangible achievements here in Lexington. Nonetheless, how can we justify support of the program's creator and sponsor, the ADL, that perpetuates a policy that is directly counter to its mission? Lexington's No Place for Hate Committee has accomplished valuable work in Lexington. I would like to see these efforts continue. I propose, therefore, that the Board of Selectmen reconstitute the group as an independent, town-sponsored committee. In this way, it would only be beholden to Lexington and not to the agendas of interests outside of our town. I urge you, therefore, to stand with Lexington's Armenian-American citizens, our neighboring towns, and all those who fight denial and promote human rights, tolerance, and respect for all people. Let's sever Lexington's ties with the ADL immediately. Thank you.
I'm Jack Nusson Porter. I'm also treasurer of the International Association of Genocide Scholars. I'm the author of a book called The Genocidal Mind. And I'm also a child survivor of the Holocaust, just like Abraham Foxman, by the way. And I'm speaking here as a Jew. In fact, I was looking through some material in my house, and I came across a picture of my father and mother and me. And my father told me when he was in the partisans resistance that he fought with Armenians against Hitler. A lot of people don't know that. And we all know the famous phrase by Hitler who says, "Who now remembers the Armenians?" Our past president, Israel Charney, it was just said before, the last stage of genocide is denying the genocide. But you've heard all of this. What I'm going to try to explain to you in a minute or two is why did Abraham Foxman take this position? Abraham Foxman is a child of survivors. He's a Holocaust survivor. He sees only one thing. Is it good for Israel or bad for Israel? And what's happened is that the Turkish lobby has convinced Israel that if it doesn't do the right thing, or if it should influence Jewish groups, and they don't do the right thing, that Jews in Turkey or Israel itself will be at risk. This is poppycock. There's nothing that Turkey can do to Israel or to the Jewish community if it wants to enter the European Union. But it's shocking how good intentioned, intelligent people in this country, and even Israeli leaders like Shimon Peres, still buys this argument. And it's a powerful argument, I know that. And I know it's a difficult decision for you guys to make, because the ADL has done excellent things in the past. The legacy of Lenny Zakem is very powerful, I know that. But I'm saying this is propaganda. There is no reason, nothing that Turkey can do. This is pure Turkish propaganda and pressure. I don't know if you know this, but in February and also recently, the Turkish government officials met with Jewish groups to push their agenda, and again, using the Israeli card. So I urge you, make a decision before the November 1st meeting. You can always change your position later. If the ADL changes, you can. It's not written in stone. But I don't think it's going to change as long as Abe Foxman. You've got to make a statement now, before November 1st.
Please, no applause.
Good evening. My name is Marlene Gabayan. I am the granddaughter of a survivor of the Armenian genocide. I am here tonight to urge you to break ties with the ADL immediately. I want my children to live in a community that is committed to tolerance for all people, not just those with political convenience. I am a proud resident of Lexington. My children of all children deserve to live in a community that speaks up against hatred towards any individual. They deserve to not relive the kind of hatred, discrimination, and intolerance that their great-grandparents endured as survivors of the most horrific crime known, genocide. I urge you to do the right thing and immediately separate from the ADL, an organization which has a disappointing track record on tolerance and which is in no position to sponsor a tolerance education program for any of our children. All of our children deserve much more. Thank you.